Meet veteran artist Mohamad Yasin, whose character impresses as a human being and his characteristics as an artist. Yasin was born in Mughal Gidda, a village near Shadnagar, 30 kilometers away from Hyderabad. As a young boy, he felt a passion for art. After passing his elementary and intermediate drawing examinations, he moved to Hyderabad with his family. Though quiet in his demeanor, Yasin has had tragic experiences in his life. He was born on 4th January 1928. His father passed away when he was only 14 months old. He was brought up under his mother's care and guidance. The turning point in his life came when Mohamad Yasin created a sensation in the field of art by winning the Lalit Kala Academy's Gold Plaque, the highest award in a national exhibition which was held at New Delhi in March 1959. His talent took him to the University of Hawaii-Honolulu and Pratt Graphic Center in New York between 1962 to 64, even as he emerged as a good calligraphist. He has also taught at the Delhi College of Arts for 12 years. Later he joined the Department of Fine Arts and Craft at Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi in 1977. Yasin works with watercolor, oil and graphics. His most important contribution goes into the art of calligraphy. He chose to work in an abstract symbolic manner. His earlier works have explored all available mediums from lithography, etching, aquatint, engraving, dry point, serigraphy, mezzotint watercolors, oils, gouache and egg tempera.
A very good evening to all. I extend my very warm welcome to our Honorable Chief Guest, Padma Shri Keshav Manik Ji, a veteran art critic, noted poet and fellow of Lalit Kala Academy, Shri Paramjit Singh Ji, Chairman IFX, Shri Mohamad Yasin Ji, a veteran artist, teacher and printmaker and one of the Vice President of the Society, and Shri Krishna Ji, Chairman Exhibition Committee and one of the Vice President of the Society. And Shri Datta Ray Apte, a member from the Multiple Encounter, who all have joined us today at the inauguration of a festival of printmaking comprising of exhibition of young printmakers of India and ex-libris print from the collection of Shri Paramjit Singh Ji, Chairman IFX. The exhibition is presented by All India Fine Arts and Craft Society and Multiple Encounters. Now I request Shri Paramjit Singh Ji, Chairman IFX, to present a bouquet to our Honorable Chief Guest and welcome him. Now I request our Chairman, Shri Paramjit Singh Ji, Chairman of the Society, to kindly deliver his welcome address.
On behalf of the President of the Society and members of IFX and the executive members of the organizers of multiple organizers, I welcome you all here on the occasion of the inauguration of the Festival of Printmaking and exhibition of young printmakers of India. On this occasion, we are also honoring Sri Mohamad Yasin, a veteran artist and printmaker whose contribution to make the prints so the printmaking started with his career in the beginning of 60s. He also taught printmaking in College of New Delhi and Jamia Millia Islamia. He got his diploma in 1958 with honors division and a gold diploma in painting composition with honor division. He also won the US East West Certificate and studied at the Art Department in the University of Hawaii-Honolulu. Lalit Kala Academy Gold Plaque awarded in 1959. This to mention it here, it's very important that he is the artist who got Gold Plaque, the last Gold Plaque of Lalit Kala Academy.
Thanks a lot.
Now I request Shri Mohamad Yasin ji to speak on the occasion. I thank all Let's begin our lamp lighting ceremony. I would request our chief guest Padma Shri Keshav Malik ji to kindly come forward to light up the ceremonial lamps. Now I request our chief guest Shri Keshav Malik ji to kindly release the catalog of the exhibition also. Thank you, sir. Now I request Mrs. Kavita Nair and Anandamay Banerjee from Multiple Encounter to kindly give introduction of the exhibition and detail about the exhibition.
First of all, I would like to welcome Shri Keshav Malik ji, Shri Paramit sir, Mohd Yasin sir, and friends on behalf of Multiple Encounters to have agreed to give this exhibition a platform which is called Festival of Printmaking. As you all know that sir just talked about that this printmaking has been in India since last 50-60 years. And I as a printmaker, a serious committed printmaker, I have been always feeling about it that we don't get the right dues, we don't get the the kind of platform that we should be having. So we have gone through a struggling period also. So between friends we thought why not have youngsters to come and Anand will just talk about how we decided to go ahead with this exhibition.
My first workshop was with Jagmohan Chopra and Anupam ma'am. And whenever I stand on the platform to talk on printmaking, it comes automatically to me that there has to be certain functionally elementary things which goes along and peripheral with all of us.
Now I request Shri Keshav Malik ji to kindly give his inaugural address.
I said that probably this workshop could be revived if possible. And maybe it will be revived. But I had in my mind, although I was not particularly partisan, biased toward printmaking or graphics. But nevertheless, I don't know why this question keep on coming, or the point came coming that it could happen. If there are funds available and if there are people who are minded to pursue this particular media. And also, despite I'm totally wrong, but for some years, I also thought that printmaking and changing is very had declined, if not come to an end. One thing was that very few galleries, and I was after all a visit to most of the galleries, did not show any prints, or if and when, very few. So it bothered me. But sometimes when I went to select artists for fellowship of the ministry, and what I found was that I was partly mistaken, that not from Delhi but from Shantiniketan, Odisha, Baroda of course, and various other places, they were printmakers and they were not bad. They had something to them. But more thing I felt was over-selecting works, which usually I'm not saying selecting because you feel that the national exhibitions or some other exhibitions, when you saw that, for quite some time felt that although prints had come to the scene for the general public rather late in the day. It may be very different in Japan or in Europe, that these works, as here my bias comes out, were somehow more striking than paintings. I don't want to fight for artists here, but I have to keep it in my mind. But privately I told myself this was the truth. So therefore I felt a little more uneasy that why was this in our dear daily has declined. Now some artists may come up and bring up the fact and say, no, it was there. Nevertheless, I'll say that I certainly got talk for a large number of galleries which are there. Only occasionally it happened. The one in Bhopal was another matter. I mean, not now, this city. But I think I'm saying the obvious, which you all would also be thinking that by putting up this show by stalwart printmakers and artists, and what you call the younger artists in our group, I actually done well, because some of the first show that I saw here was in live action. And that brings with me to the remembrance of person, I'm being very personal, Jagmohan, who, as you know, passed away, those who do not know younger one, passed away not long ago. And it was his group at the Shilpi Chakra, whose exhibition has just taken place in another gallery, and artists who founded are no longer there, but several of them did contribute quite, I think, vitally to this medium as well. Now, one thing let me change my line before I forgot one thing which is very important. To me personally, this is really personal, is that when I have going to have my dinner at night, or I have my breakfast probably with the same seat somewhere at my home, then right before me is the work of, and that work I think is not a print, a drawing I think, a paper, and that gladdens my heart. Even if I'm there every day more or less for several years, it will be on the wall, and I think that this is one of his finest works, and that he parted with it, one should be very thankful for. That is Mr. Mohamad Yasin. Was there, and they had recollection and I see here then. So it's wonderful to see that he's here in person, and his gentleness and all that I think should be probably imbibed by some of us, or those of us who understand this necessary, although it's a little rough. Having said that, I just want to say one thing, that the time since the 60s is a long time, in a lifetime. But the media, whether it's print or painting or wash or watercolor or any other, these matter, and they have their own aroma, their own fragrance comes out. But the city has grown tremendously, as the population of the country has grown enormously. I think these things we know. Rather, has it any meaning for this particular venue here, what we are talking about? I think when I, as an outsider from the arts really, look at it all, I see the good with the different media are for once lost. No matter which media, in fact, I say it goes beyond to the other arts which are not visual art or space arts. Because as a lay person, what you are trying to get is to, when you go to exhibitions or see artists' work here, there or wherever, is the deficiency of, let us say, some minerals of human body made. And this body needs vitamins, strong vitamins are supposed to exist as a human person. But this is a shortage, then you make do with arts. I mean, that world of imagination, which then is catered to, I don't want to blame any other media, electronic media or whichever, and they become very good for passing time. And I think that there's no harm in people pass their time. When they're tired, they are given up. So then that sort of warm up which does not dash you is all right. But finally, if this is all that people look at, then I think life itself will decline. You have to make some effort to try to understand what God is called this adjective around the serious works of art. The serious works of art, of course, they don't like humor, they don't like irony, but nevertheless they try to lift you from the horizontal level, the horizontal to the vertical. And without verticality, some people call it God, some call it something else. No matter, it's not a matter of what. The spirit has to be raised. And therefore, now it is not just the print, it may be painting, may be sculpture or any other form. These are important, but done to a level where the content of it raises the spirit level totally. This is where I think what I don't have to say, but everybody has said, this is finally, if you awoken to yourself, this is why you are here on earth. And if the works here that I've seen right now, like a one mail went down together, I did not really see them, just flashback. I think I certainly was pleased at that part of me, they should be pleased and not depressed. And this shows that the younger artists here, who we call younger, some works are, I can't remember the names. Everybody is trying and trying hard. And some work, and that may be a different works than mine when you look at it. But these works do have that. They have came to that it requires another look back. And if you will work, do go on there, you will remember that. Not in the middle of the night, as time goes on. They will not sort of be wiped out. It is like this, that my training or education began in these galleries. In these galleries in particular, the formal education is quite something different. This education was that something makes such a mark that you just not let go of. Some of the paintings of prints that I saw here, I remember this gallery, still there was an exact spot where it was, and my memory is not a good thing, it's not very good. But it just shows that the works must make a mark, and they make a mark like not a goalkeeper who's doing it or stopping the goal. What I mean is, the energy that comes from these works, although it's not muscular energy, is energy. Energy which makes you suddenly, as I said, more awake. Awake to what? Awake to reality. The levels of reality change. One is appearance, the other is sort of something permanent. In the impermanent seeming word, it is impermanent. The permanent must be remembered. And I think the works of art help you do this much more. Words will also do it in a poem maybe, but works of art do that. For that, the artists have to be prepared. Prepare themselves first, of course, in their particular chosen techniques, methods, working method. The other is by behind the scene work like theatre people have it. In the green room, where you read a lot, that means think a lot. You sense a lot. You emotionally yourself rise. All these things, that self that makes you has to be prepared before that work comes. And you have to participate in the works of other artists. All these things I think your colleges probably teach you, but I think the pressures are formidable on the person today in India. an individual must become a personality in his own or her right. So I'm addressing all the artists, but I'm just saying here now that because printmakers is there, and there is a very tough whole procedure that they have to adopt, and the painters maybe in some sense, that I think doubly so, they should take that burden upon themselves, so that our country remains a place to live in. If you read the newspaper, you won't probably not be here sometime. But back in the senses, I think you want to be here. But by doing that, you have to teach people, not in word, by the splendid images which are to remain with you and make you, or remake you. This is all I want to say. I thank the IFACs here for doing these things, and may they continue to do it more so, because it's not a fight with the other media or something, but I'm just saying a labor of love.
Now I request Sri Krishna Oja ji, Chairman Exhibition Committee, to kindly give his vote of thanks.
Today is a day for the society, which will be remembered for the wonderful exhibition which has been welcomed by all. Sir, on behalf of the President, office bearers, members of the society, I thank you for sparing your valuable time